Owen, a 1-each draw tonight against Arbroath. Your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you always knew it was going to be a tough match. It's a team that was 15 minutes away from being in the Premier League last season, and they're very tough opponents. They make the game difficult for you. That being said, I think we certainly felt we could have earned the 3 points tonight. Scored a wonderful opening goal, good movement, lovely weighted pass, great finishing on Patrick Jarrett, and we had chances to get that second goal. I don't think Cal's really had any saves as such that you would think, well, that was getting in, what an unbelievable save. There was some steady stuff that he dealt with, which you'd expect them to, and we had some great opportunities to get that second goal. They're keeping a couple of wonderful saves to keep them in it at 1-0, and then unfortunately we've made an error that's led to the goal. And but a lot of pleasing aspects. Young Alex Bannon came in, Patrick Jarrett, Louis Longridge, boys that have been waiting and patiently biding their time. So in that respect, there was a lot of positives, but of course, disappointed as it always is not to win a game when you felt you were in command of. And even then, the last second, Stevens get the header down, and normally you'd have somebody on the line just to tap that in. So yeah, I think a lot of pleasing aspects, bit of frustration, which can happen, but it was important that we showed a bit of character to bounce back from the disappointing performance last week, which we did. And on another day, there's no doubt we could have won that game.
Yeah, so I was just going to touch on. You spoke in the build-up to the game about the need to have a reaction to last Saturday's result. Were you pleased with the character shown by the players, particularly those who came in who haven't featured a lot?
Yeah, very much so. And I think what people don't realise is, how young our team is. Young Alex Bannon, I think he's turned 19 a week ago. You've got Mal Boateng, Jack Thompson, Patrick Jarrett. I think the three of them are 20 and 21. Johnny Kenny coming in at 19, Scott Williamson at 21. You get through really, Josh McPake, you get boys that are coming in, really young team, and we'll learn, we'll get better for it. But again, we're just that little bit of frustration that we felt we could have won the game. That being said, might turn out to be a very important point, but we pick ourselves up and we look to go again.
I know you mentioned Cal Ferry didn't have too much to do at one end. We certainly forced their keeper into a number of really good saves, particularly the one from Simon.
Yeah, I mean that was possibly a save of the season. It was a lovely flowing counter-attacking move, great ball in, Simon arrives on it, great side foot volley, and the keeper's made. Listen, he's made an unbelievable save. All credit to him. That's what they're there to do in the big moments. But that would have made it 2-0, and within a couple of minutes, I think we've gifted the equaliser. So lots of stuff to learn from, lots of stuff to get better at. But in terms of what we want to do in the big scheme of things, about what this club's going to be about, then we're making nice steps, and we have to just continue to keep moving forward.
It probably says a lot about how far we've come in a short space of time that we're disappointed only to have taken a point against a team that done so well in this league last season. Yeah,
I think that obviously when you move through the leagues and you're winning games, then expectation rises all the time. I think people forget, certainly when we came in, we had no right wanting to get in the playoffs to begin with, and then even to win the playoffs, finished 27 points behind Cove. So we're everybody's favourites to be going down in this league at the start of the season, 40-1 to win the league or be promoted or whatever it was. So we're showing that we can stand toe to toe with good teams. What we have to do, because we are young, there's lots of stuff that we need to learn. I still want us to be able to pass and move the ball a lot more than at times we're kind of caught up in that fight, that scrap, that. You've got to, of course, in this league, you've got to be able to match up with that. But once you've done that and you earn that right, then we've got to, and we did it at times tonight, but we want to do more of it. And it'll be great when we eventually get back home, so that we can get on the grass and play. I would suggest you're probably capable of more football than what the AstroTurf brings. But that being said, lots of things to learn from, lots of things to be pleased about. But again, we keep looking to move forward.
We now look forward to a return to Firhill next week in the Glasgow Derby.
Yeah, of course, we had a wonderful game here against Partick Thistle in the first round of games. They're flying high at the top, and so again, it's a game that we'll be looking forward to. Obviously, the manager I know really well. I worked for him and played for him. But yeah, Glasgow Derby, and we'll look to go there and give our very best.
Thanks, Owen.
Pleasure as always. Thank you.